By the end of November, winter made its first appearance around here. Hello and welcome to my winter vlog. This will be about the last 2 months, like the tail end of autumn going into winter, the whole holidays, and then all of January up to today, obviously. I spent a lot of that time in Germany again, in Bavaria. And I had a great time, but there was something strange, and that was that I hated going outside into the cold. And objectively, it wasn't that cold at all. I mean, everybody who knows me knows that I don't deal well with the cold. I deal much better with summer, warmth, nice temperatures. So I don't like the cold, but on the other hand, I can deal with it. I used to live in Romania. We got really harsh winters there, like minus 25 degrees and stuff like that. And I didn't like it, but I survived, right? And this time, like in Bavaria, it was maybe 0 degrees. It was a few degrees minus, or maybe 1 or 2 degrees plus even. But every time I set foot out of the door, I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. It's so cold. So I don't really know where that came from. It can't have been the actual temperature because, like I said, objectively, it wasn't very cold. So at some point, I stopped laughing at myself for it and started taking it seriously, that maybe my body or my soul has a need for hibernation. And so I made an effort to make it as comfortable for myself as possible. Light a fire in the fireplace, wrap myself into a blanket, cuddle my kitties. Of course, I had to work, but also I did things like watching a movie, I wrote a story, I practiced the piano, all my indoors passions, right? And I have to say that was doing me really good. Although, of course, I also went outside. I did kick myself out of the house. And when I did, I made sure that I would be doing something that I really enjoy, that I like, such as ice skating. I love ice skating. Visiting Christkindl markets, which are beautiful in Bavaria. And going to beautiful places, seeing my auntie, obviously. And I've documented these things, and that includes the teased in the title, the magic evening light. One night, which was absolutely beautiful. So you'll see all of that, and I hope that you're going to enjoy it. I set out on one of the last days of November and drove to Bavaria and my 2 favorite kitties. This, my dears, is the lake where I spent all my childhood summer holidays. with my auntie, who is now almost 88 and whom I visited regularly. My auntie is an amazing person and still very mobile, so we went on long walks together. And although she can hardly see these days, she still keeps her house and decorates it beautifully for Christmas. And yes, I did go ice skating quite a few times. But it kept on snowing and it was cold, so like I said, I spent a lot of time indoors with the kitties. By the way, if you're not very interested in cats, then skip the next minute or so. Well, I did promise you magical evening light, and here it is. There's zero filter on this. It actually looked like this. This was in Bodenmais in the Bavarian Forest, where I took part in a guided walk about the folk myths and customs around the 12 nights.
Also man darf in den Raunächten keine Wäsche waschen, sonst sagt man, wäscht man jemanden aus der Familie im nächsten Jahr. Und man darf keine Wäsche zum Trocknen aufhängen, weil sonst verfängt sich die wilde Jagd drin oder die bösen Geister, die in dieser Nacht umgehen. Du ziehst es dann irgendwann wieder an den Körper und dann wirst du krank.
On my last day in Bavaria, there was beautiful sunshine, and so I kicked myself out of the house again for a walk up to some castle ruins near the house where I was staying. Big. And then it was time to drive back to Croatia. I have to admit it was good to be back home. And to be able to dance without worrying that I'll step on a cat. And with that, I'll say goodbye for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe as usual. And if you'd like to find out a little more about me and my work, check out my website, wildspiritscoaching.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.